Hi, and welcome to another episode in our series of short videos visiting Israel's must-visit Bible places. As usual, we'd like to thank the Bible Archaeology Digest for providing the pictures and information. Today, we'll be taking a quick look at Ashkelon. The ancient city of Ashkelon was originally built on a sandstone outcropping with a good underground water supply. It was relatively large as an ancient city, with as many as 15,000 people living inside the walls. Ashkelon was a thriving Middle Bronze Age city of more than 150 acres. The mud brick city gate, seen here, had a stone-lined, 8-foot wide, tunnel-like barrel vault coated with white plaster to support the superstructure. It is the oldest such vault so far found. Tel Ashkelon, seen here on the outskirts of modern Ashkelon, contains one of the 5 cities making up the Philistine Pentapolis, which initially controlled an almost 1,000 square kilometre area. They are spoken of in Joshua 13, the 5 laws of the Philistines, the Gazites, the Ashdodites, the Ashkelonites, the Gittites, and the Ekronites. Here, the Philistines seem to have decided not to control their new territory by creating armed strongholds in the midst of an already existing population. This was Egypt's strategy, one of garrison domination, not eradication of the existing population. The Philistines' policy here seems to have been to destroy the existing population and build defensive cities along the border of the initial area they had conquered. This created a military beachhead or stronghold from which they could continue to advance. Thus, here we find them building a large defensive mound around this previously Canaanite seaport at Ashkelon. It extends along the coastline for almost a kilometre. This defensive mound has been highlighted in yellow. In the northwest corner of their territory, the Philistines destroyed the large Egyptian fortress at Tel Mor and the adjacent city of Ashdod. Over the ruins of Ashdod, the Philistines built a new city, whilst the Egyptians rebuilt a much smaller fortress at Tel Mor. Some 20 kilometres to the east, the Philistines destroyed the small Canaanite city of Ekron, Tel Mikna, building a highly fortified city over it, 5 times larger. From Ekron, the eastern boundary ran south for 50 kilometres to Tel Haror, the southeastern border. The existing late Bronze Age city was devastated, and again a new fortified Philistine city replaced it. From Haror, the border ran west for 20 kilometres to Gaza. These 5 cities, bounding their borders, enabled the Philistines to protect the repopulation of this new territory with their own people. This initial area was very quickly populated by a very large group of incomers, which led to their need for expansion. One of the big changes brought about by the Philistine invasion was that of animal husbandry. Whilst the Canaanites in general seem to have reared sheep and goats, the Philistines introduced a greater use of cattle and pigs. In the area dominated by the Philistines, archaeological records show a sharp increase in the presence of pig remains during the Iron Age I period. It is known that the Achaean peoples, including Mycenaeans and Greeks, had a preference for pig in their diet. However, in the highland region, occupied mainly by the Israelites, pigs are either absent or extremely rare.